Hi guys, so today I'm doing a tarot reading for the sign of Taurus. As usual, I shuffled the cards before I started the video, so you guys don't have to wait through all that shuffling. So everything's all set to get started. Now, where I'm going to get started though is the recent past, okay? That's what these two cards are going to represent, so let's go ahead and take a look. So the first tarot card is the High Priestess, and this is going to be the oracle card of the planet Venus. Alright, so this is kind of interesting because it's kind of like managing money or having money be kind of a primary theme, or our valuables, that's Venus, but managing it or doing something with it super quietly behind the scenes or in secret. So we have secret money moves here. Interesting. Secret money moves. Okay. I barely shuffled the deck, and it's interesting because the first card that came out was Pluto. Now, Pluto is also about money, but Pluto's interesting because it's about so much money that it isn't just money anymore, it's power. And so what we're really managing behind the scenes is money that is going to give us power. Interesting. Now, the other cards that also came out along with Pluto was the 8 and the hammer here. So the 8 is, again, it's a wall, it's behind closed doors. The 8 is kind of reinforcing the fact that we're doing this either from home, by ourselves, or it is just something we are keeping to ourselves here with the 8. The hammer here is about repair. Could be that this situation, this financial situation that we're dealing with in secret, is actually remedial. Like it's fixing our finances in some way. With the 8, could also even be about fixing our house, because the 8 is about the walls, the physical or metaphorical walls that we create. Let's see if, actually, you know what? I'm just going to see what other cards are on the top here, as that's going to keep digging a little bit deeper into this information, into this energy. Alright, so I have the left turn arrow, Virgo, and the house. So this secret money moves, this thing that we're dealing with kind of in the background, we're not really telling people about it. I really feel like it has to do with the home. Or we're doing it from home at the very least, but I think it has to do with the home here. And it's got to do with specifics. With Virgo here, could have to do with the way your home looks, the interior of your home here with Virgo. Virgo sometimes is aesthetics or the details. So it could be that you're part of the situation that, you know, either requires a lot of money or has to do with your valuables, has to do with the interior of your home. The error here is just telling me that I don't know if this was expected or if this is just an unusual thing, because the left turn arrow is something that's off kilter. So this might just be something that's unusual, like whatever it is that maybe you just have something that most people don't have in your house. But the left turn arrow could also just be something that's unexpected. Maybe you're dealing with fixing something inside your home, and the fact that it's broken is unexpected, right? And that's kind of what we're dealing with, sort of in secret in the background. All right, I don't want to get stuck in the past, so let's just keep moving. I want to look at the present. Now, I have a couple different positions about the present. So I have the actions you're taking, the thoughts you have, and also the emotions you have. So where I want to start, I think, is the actual actions that you guys are taking, how you're dealing with people and situations. That's called the position of the hand. Let's take a look. This is the 9 of Swords as the tarot card. And the oracle card here is the mask. Now the mask is an object. So it really harkens back to the fact that there's something in your house or there's something in your life that's an object, that's valuable, that we're kind of dealing with here. And I think it is kind of stressing us out. It's stressing us out because I think remember the hammer from before? There is something about repairing it. This valuable object or thing needs repair, and it's a little bit stressful. Let's see what else comes out about this. Tell me more about this 9 of Swords with the mask. Tell me more about the 9 of Swords and the mask here in the position of the hand. Alright, I have a couple different cards come out. So I have Sagittarius with the crown with the wall. So the crown and the wall make a lot of sense to me here. To me, it could just literally be like there's something wrong with your walls in your house. Something valuable that is like part of like your surroundings needs repair. And again, the crown here tells me that it's valuable. That it's something that you prize, okay? That's the crown here too. Sagittarius tells me that there's a plan for fixing it. Right now, we're not in the fixing stages. We're kind of more in the planning and stressing out stages of how to handle this broken object that is important to us, that's, again, valuable. All right, let's move on to a different position. So let's look at your thoughts at the moment, because that's going to tell me your strategies for dealing with the situation. Because I feel like you are making plans, but that's more of a thinking-related thing, so that's where I want to look. So what's going on in your mind right now? The Sun with the Book. You're trying to just learn more and keep positive, stay positive, and learn more about how to deal with the situation. So like if this is something that's broken, something that needs remediation in some way, you're just learning about how to do that. Maybe you're looking up YouTube videos on how to repair it, or maybe this is just general research on how to deal with the problem, but you're keeping positive about it and just learning at the moment. You're keeping positive, but there's still an element of stress. Let's not forget. You know, I feel like it's a conscious level of, it's like, I'm going to stay positive, and yet there are moments where you can't help but be stressed out. Whenever you have to physically deal with this broken object that you know you have to deal with, it stresses you out. Okay, let's move on. Before I get to the future, by the way, there's only 2 positions left, and we are going to look at your future. But I want to see what your emotions are like right now. So let's take a look at that. I call this the position of the heart. So in the heart, we have the Hermit with the Oracle card of the King. Okay, a lot of masculine energy here. Kind of feel like this is you kind of really trying to, you feel like this is something you need to take charge of. Maybe you have like masculine energy and you feel like you're the handyman type and you're like, I really feel like I should be able to fix this, and that's why every time you see it, you're like, oh, it's stressing me out that I haven't fixed it yet, or I haven't quite learned how to fix it yet. Remember, that's our strategy, is to learn. But yeah, there's something about this that's like taking ownership and trying to like, because the Hermit is like looking inward. So it's like looking inward towards your own abilities and your own victory here. It's like, I really want to be able to do this, is sort of what I feel. It's like, I really want to be able to develop my own skills to learn how to do this. And that's also why you're keeping positive, is because you want to learn the skills that come along with this. All right. I don't even need to pull cards for these. This is actually kind of clear. So let's move on to the future. So this is what's coming up. Short-term future, though. So, 2 weeks, month, whatever. Not exact, obviously, but that's kind of what we're talking about. So let's see. We have the 5 of Pentacles with the Oracle card of the Sword. So the Sword has to do with clarity, making things clear and showing that clarity. I just imagine someone lifting a sword and you seeing it by its reflection, right? It's also a pretty useful tool. It's also revealing things through your action. Like, you're not saying anything, you're just lifting the sword and it shows itself. But this is clarity regardless. And the 5 of Pentacles here, well, it's the 5 of Pentacles, I think, is still the object that's broken, to be honest. Could be that you end up throwing the object away. That could be this. You literally decide, like, okay, I can't fix this, and you toss it. That could be this. But this could also be you still just like seeing the object every day and kind of feeling like, ugh, I still haven't done that yet. Ugh, I still haven't done that yet. Like, that's still a thing that is bothersome to me, that puts me off kilter, that is like, kind of sets my whole environment off. Let me find out which one of those 2 it is, because it's one of those 2 scenarios. Okay, so you're not throwing it away, because I have the hammer here, but you're also not fixing it yet. It's like you still haven't learned enough to fix it. You still have a lot to learn before you get to the point where you can repair it. Could be that this is complicated, or this is like a large fix, okay? Maybe you're fixing literally your house, and it is a large fix. But, yeah, we're in the short term, we're not there yet. We're just not there yet. On the bottom, Cancer with the hourglass. So this tells me that it's just going to take more time, and it's going to take either more time with research, or it's just going to take you more time in general to work on this. You're going to need to kind of incubate. That's Cancer, is to take time to do it. It's almost like sit there and take however long it takes to finish it. Hold on, sorry, I got an itch. That's kind of what this is saying. It's going to take you however long it's going to take you. And it might take you a while with this, okay? So don't fret. You are going to have to see this thing that's broken, that's awkward, that is like, that kind of nags at you every time you see it. You're still going to have to see it over the next few weeks, because it's just going to take you longer than that to fix it or have somebody else fix it. But I think you're the one fixing it, because I really feel like because of this position, the position of the heart, you're taking it personally, like it's kind of a dig at your own ability, your own skills to handle this problem. All right, let's do advice for you guys. Now, the cards are going to tell me, whether or not, maybe the most efficient way to deal with this is by hiring somebody. Who knows? Cards know. So let's find out what they say about this. Can I have some straightforward advice for my Tauruses, like how they should be dealing with this problem, what actions they should be taking, what they should be focused on in general? Can I have some positive advice for my Tauruses? Positive advice for my Tauruses. All right, I got a card. Let me see if anything else comes out real quick. Positive advice. Okay, got 2 cards. First card, 8 of Cups. Ditch it. Ditch it. Time to ditch the object. You might just be literally trying to dress up a pig when it's time to just ditch whatever it is and just forget fixing it, throw it away, and buy a new one. All right? Or throw it away and, excuse me, with the Fool here, it's like live without it almost. With the Fool, it's like kind of like ditch it in whatever. You might not even need it. Let's do an Oracle card. Can you tell me more about those? I want to know about these cards specifically. Tell me more about the 8 of Cups with the Fool for this advice. Tell me more about the 8 of Cups with the Fool regarding this advice. Tell me more about the 8 of Cups with the Fool. I did get a card 1 second though. Tell me more about the 8 of Cups with the Fool. Whoops. Alright. Alright. Pitch it. It's again telling me to pitch it. Gemini upside down. That's give it to somebody else. This is like donate it. Essentially, if you don't throw it out, donate it. Because that's the Gemini upside down, is find somebody else to take it. With the arrow is like specifically this thing. Almost confirmation here with the arrow. It's just, this thing can go to someone else. On the bottom, Capricorn, it's too much work. Or rather, it's just a lot of your time, and it's not a necessarily great use of your time, because I feel like you can be doing other things with your time, having fun with other people, whatever. There's other things in your life that are just better use of your time. Let's see what else is on top here. I want to take a look. I usually do 3 cards. Let's take a look at the next 3 cards. This digs like 3 cards in for more details on this. So I have the bridge upside down, the house, and the treasure chest. What does this tell me? This project, the thing that you've been like trying to fix, that you're bugging about, that bothers you, it's not only is it, you should just give it away, throw it away, give it to somebody else because it's not worth your time, because it takes too much, but also because it's going to cost you money. That's this. And it's not easy. That's the bridge upside down. It's almost like it's awkward, and it's like the most difficult way to do this would be to repair it. Sometimes the easiest way to deal with something is to destroy it and rebuild it from the ground up. That's what they do with buildings. Like if you ever talk to a construction person, they'll always tell you it's easier to just knock a building down and rebuild than it is to repair its interior. It's just more difficult. And that's the case here. Okay? That is the case here. And again, and now the house is, I think, still talking about your house. I really do think this is a house-related project. But the house is also your identity, so if it's not your house, it's something that's very, very closely tied to your person, something you identify with It's something that maybe you even use all the time that is like not just important to you, but part of your identity. But the cards are saying you don't need it. That's what the cards are saying. You can give this thing away. It's not worth your time. Alright guys, so that's it. That's going to be your reading for today, Tauruses. I hope it resonated. I hope you guys made some sense out of that. If you did, press the like button for me. That really helps me out. But regardless, thank you so much for taking an interest in my videos, guys. I appreciate it so much. And I'll see you guys in a couple weeks. Take care.